Hey, it's Audra Schmack. Let's do a fun Monday reading, right? So I always start with picking a gemstone because the gemstones all relate to the chakra energy system. So let's start with that. Oh, rose quartz. One of my favorites. If you need extra gentle, precious, accepting, unconditional love for yourself and others, rose quartz is it. It resonates to your heart chakra, so opening your heart, believing in yourself and your truth, and just expanding and opening your heart to receive. That's like really important right now, that we all just open our hearts. And just start by opening your heart to yourself. It's just that simple. Like, just when somebody gives you a compliment, say, oh my goodness, thank you so much. That was so sweet. And leave it at that. You don't have to always give back. I always thought I had to, like, somebody gave me a compliment, and I always had to make sure I gave them one back. But sometimes it's nice to just have the giver give and the receiver receive. So let's start with like a relationship. Let's see. Let's make up a question here. Like, what do I need to change in myself to attract a relationship? Because remember, it's always about us, and the world is showing us where we're at if we pay attention. So if we're not liking somebody, then we're not liking ourselves. So let's pull the cards. Okay, loyalty. Malachite. That's the first card out. Ammonite, forgiveness. Ooh, that's always a good one, right? Forgiveness of ourselves first, then forgiveness of others, forgiveness of our parents, forgiveness of our family, forgiveness of old relationships, forgiveness of all things. Chairite, understanding. And that's purple, trusting in our higher intuition and our higher self. So Malachite is green. Again, it's in the heart chakra. It's about changes, balance, and taking responsibility. Maybe it's taking responsibility to show up differently in relationships with more of an open heart than a closed heart. I am free to be me, and I respect that about others. Loyalty to yourself first, because when you love you, when you accept you, when you have unconditional acceptance and unconditional love for yourself, you reflect that out to the world so somebody can give that back to you. And I always pull an animal totem, a power animal totem. And let's see. Giraffe. Foresight. You are able to see what's in store for the future. Oh, that's fun, right? We're able to see. We can look over the top and see, oh, of course we have a loving relationship coming. Of course we get to love ourselves. Of course we get to show up differently. Of course we get to have it all. Of course it all gets to happen. Nothing is withheld from us. We only withhold it from ourselves. And then I like to pull a healthy body to see where it relates. My senses. I love my nose. My sense of smell is a pleasure. I inhale the joys of life. My nose always leads me in the right direction. So we know what to do. We know how to show up. We know that through being loyal to ourselves and coming from our hearts, forgiving ourselves, forgiving others, unconditional forgiveness, right? I'm big into this word this year, unconditional, unconditional. I was laughing the other day going, I wonder what a hack it is to say unconditional judgment. Hello? Isn't that the funniest? I was like dying of laughter. I'm like, unconditional judgment, it wipes out judgment, right? Because unconditional is there's no conditions, right? So it would have to wipe judgment right out of the water. So I was laughing with one of my clients about unconditional judgment, right? Because we need to let the judgment go of ourselves and of others. And that's so important because it just is like a big roadblock, right? And we need to start saying, no, we're done. We will walk over, we will walk under, we will walk around, we will walk through, but we will not stop. And here's another card. Blessings in the Sacred Destiny card deck. Oh, excuse me, my nose. So look at how pretty that is with cherry blossoms and a little canary. It's all working out. It's all working out. It's all happening. It's all coming together. So the more I love myself, the more I attract love. The more it's natural for me to forgive myself and others, the more I open myself up to receive a relationship, right? Because I'm developing a relationship with me. It's all, our world is an outer reflection of us. So whatever we see outside, you spot it, you got it. And no one likes that, but you know what the beauty in it is? That you can change it. Because you can see where you're at. You don't have to be confused anymore. It's all an inside job. It's all happening to us and for us. And the minute we look at that and accept that and move into that, we know exactly how to fix it. So I say it's great. I think it's the best thing I've ever learned and practiced, because guess who's in charge? I am. And then I like to look up no's in one of my favorite books here, because it always ties together for like an amazing reading and just awareness, right? So the nose represents self-recognition. So if we don't recognize our own self, who else is going to recognize us? So again, looking at yourself, looking at your world and say, you know what? I'm worthy of being recognized first with me and then everyone else. So that's really cool. I love that. And this is the book. It's beat up because I've used it for like 25 years. And it is Heal Your Body A to Z by Louise Hay. And what a gem she was. I'm forever grateful for Louise Hay. So back to the understanding, and it's chariorite, which is purple, which is, you know, trusting your inner self, your seventh chakra, your higher self, your intuition, to just accept what is, right? And then let go of what is, because then you create the space to create new. And when I see something I don't like about someone, I first look to see if I also don't like that about me. That's the understanding I was just talking about. And that's what we can change easily and effortlessly. Well, not really, but it's easier to change ourselves, right? And we know that can be a challenge versus trying to change somebody else. That just doesn't work. That is so played out. That is so not with it. The with it is changing you. So if you want to really be in tune, to really be on top of things, look at yourself. So let's read what the giraffe says. You're able to see what's in store for the future. So again, this is about the question was, how do I attract my relationships? Well, it all starts with my love romantic relationship. It all starts with me, right? It all starts with you. How do you change yourself to align your energy with the truth of what you want? You have to be what you want somebody else to show up and be. That's the life hack. It's so easy to get your nose stuck to the ground and only pay attention to what's right in front of you. This is especially true when the world is making hundreds of demands on you and there's no time to stop and access where you're going with all this. The delusions of the urgency that grip so many of us prevent you from looking ahead, from taking the time to look into the future and consider the consequences of your present action, right? Because we have to stay present. That is also the key. Presence, staying present in your heart, right? And really meditating, coming from your heart and making all your decisions from your heart and not your head anymore. That is the biggest gift you can give yourself. Joe Dispenza has some great meditations on that. And it's tuning into your heart for what is best for you. It's no longer outside of you anymore. So don't fall for the shenanigans. It's inside, inside, inside. When you get stuck, okay, inside your heart. Sit with it, breathe with it, ask the questions. Where am I stuck? What am I holding on to? How am I blocking the relationship for myself? Is my heart open? Is my heart closed? It all matters. So, from taking the time to look into the future and consider the consequences of your present action. Yes, it's good to live in the present, yet at the same time, it can be equally important to see what lies ahead and set your sights accordingly. But you'll get those intuitive hits from your heart on how to set the next step, which is also key. Even though no one can predict the future with an absolute certainty, at this time you can see with great clarity what lies ahead. So pause for a few moments, step back a bit, and look forward. What do you see? What do you want to see? It's only when you stop and look at the horizon, beyond what's in front of you, that you can get a glimpse of what's to come. Then you can set your intentions and organize your plans in accordance with what it is yet to be. Prophecy, risk-taking, and gentleness. So being gentle with yourself, setting the intentions to trust yourself, setting the intentions of showing up the way you want to be treated in a relationship, treat yourself that way. Those are all key factors in getting into an amazing relationship that works for you and them, because again, you are what you attract. So if you're not liking what you're getting, you're the common denominator, you're the one, and you're not willing to change your belief systems or something about yourself. So you have to pause. You need to pause, sit with that, and figure what is going on in me that I'm attracting all the same people. And that is a beautiful gift also, because no one's ever looked at it like, oh, it's you. Okay, when you take that responsibility and you show up in that capacity, you will get the love of your life because you're owning all your crap and you're willing to change it, right? So, blessings. This card deck is Sacred Destiny by Denise Lynn, and it's just a really special deck. Holy Spring. In many ancient cultures, it was believed that there was some springs that were holy. Gods and goddesses were thought to reside near these special places that were revered. Greek mythology is replete with stories of these special places. Many of the Christians hollowed out water sources such as the Chalice Well, where they were used for sacred purposes long before Christianity rose to prominence. These kinds of springs were thought to be healing waters where blessings were bestowed by mystical beings. This sacred landscape wants you to know immense blessings are emerging into your life from those in spirit. Angels, guides, and spirit guardians are watching over you. Angelic intervention is available for you. Be open to the voice of the divine. Messages are all around. You are protected. You are safe. Have faith that your path is guided. Watch for signs that spiritual beings are present. Profound healing energy is flowing to you in wondrous ways. Refreshing, replenishing energy is filling your life. So I would say that means in spring, do the work now, right? It's only 70 some days till spring here in Chicago. Do the work, do the inner work, and allow yourself to blossom in the spring and show up for yourself, loving yourself. Get some rose quartz, even sleep with it under your bed, sleep it next to your bed, carry it with you, just because it softens. It's just so soft. It's so precious. It's like everything is going to be all right. It's a work in progress, and that's okay. We always will be. We never stop, right? We never stop changing. We never stop learning. We never stop growing. We never stop. But we also get to enjoy the journey, which is the best gift ever, which is tune into your own heart, get your own answers, stop looking outside yourself, and the relationship will show up faster than you can say, relationship. So stay in your heart. Hope you enjoyed this reading. If you're looking to have one, this is how they work. And we also can remove any blocks or, anything standing in your way that you're unable to see, your beliefs that are keeping you stuck not having a relationship. And they're just amazing tools for you to keep showing up, keep walking in your truth, and keep being you, because there's only one you and you're the best. So enjoy your day. Everyone, just keep living from your heart. That's the new reality. That's the reality we're in, and it's about time, and it's our freedom. So if you're interested in a reading, just reach out, DM me. You can also find me at audraschmeck.com, and I would love to chat. We'll see you on the next one.